Care, and also you have the softest skin in the whole wide world.
I was telling Rosina last night, I'm like, because I do so much on my hands,
Yes.
so they're looking really good now.
I was watching you all last night. I mean, usually when I come home, I don't always keep QVC on nonstop, but I did. I watched your whole show. It's fascinating. And now I can, you know, hit rewind and do it all again for those of you that were sleeping last night early in the early hours. If purchased separately, $430. And Daniela de los Santos is an amazing woman. How she's been in the beauty industry for over 15 years, I do not know, because literally were you two when you started, but there's that. This is the method. This is what every person who sees Dr. Lancer, who for 40 years in Beverly Hills, who is so award-winning, has been changing the game of skincare. This is such an important product, and this has never happened before. I don't know if you know this. Years ago, when Dr. Lancer first came to QVC, we had this huge meeting with all the beauty hosts, like me and Amy and Sandra and Sean and Court, and we all got together to be educated about the method. Like, that's what he wanted. He didn't want us to just kind of hear it from someone else. So amazing. Are you ready? $430 if purchased separately, because out at retail, this is what everybody else gets. So these are the regular sizes. These are the super sizes. So you can see this is much smaller. This is huge. Out at retail, if you got about half the amount of product, you'd be spending $270. You're not. You're at $110 less, and you get all this. But if we add up the super size, I can't even believe.
I know.
I remember
we
the
haven't
sizes.
had the super size in a really long time, and it's double the amount.
Guess when it was? October of 2023.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
October of 2023, not on auto delivery. So we have 1,200 to go around. Approximately how long of a supply is this, Daniela?
This is 6 months. So essentially, if you're buying this today, I mean, we're almost in June, you'll literally have this through the end of the year and won't have to buy your skincare until next year.
Or my advice, since it's been since October of 2023, then we've seen it, double up, and now you have your skincare for a year. And it's a different method. You polish, you cleanse, and you nourish. Let's dive into some before and afters, because every single celebrity, every, you know, amazing game changer that walks in and talks to Dr. Lancer starts with the method.
Absolutely. So when you're taking a look at these before and afters, look at the deep lines, the uneven skin tone, the dehydration, and after 4 weeks, this is just washing your face essentially, right? You are going to see the texture get more even. You're going to see the fine lines and deeper wrinkles start to settle. You're going to see your texture just become so much more vibrant. The tone becomes so much more even. And what's wonderful about this 3-step routine is you can bring it all the way down through the neck, down to the chest and decollete area. Look at the center picture there in the before. She has the deeper lines in the neck area and much smoother and softer after the 4 weeks.
I mean, it's not a neck cream. This is not a neck cream, but a bunch of things had to happen 2.5 years back, well, not quite 2.5, but a year and a half back on air. Today is the first day we've ever seen it at this low price, and we also have free shipping that leaves us tomorrow. So it is 3 steps. Can we go through them quickly, starting with the first one, which is my producer Jen's favorite, and that is the polish. She's like, that in the shower is her thing. That's her jam.
Yeah, this is the icon, Jane. So this is what Lancer Skincare is known for. So the first step in this routine, called the method, is the polish. This is actually the first step that we use and that Dr. Lancer wants all of you to utilize at home. This is literally going to buff away the dead skin. So unfortunately, as we age, things start to slow down and that cell turnover starts to slow down. So what that means for you is that you have dead skin that's sticking on your face for much longer. So this essentially tricks your skin into behaving younger because we're creating that cell turnover that has slowed down over time. This uses a beautiful quartz crystal. They're non-abrasive, so they're very uniform in their shape and size. It's going to give you that beautiful exfoliation without being abrasive on the skin. And then you have pomegranate and pumpkin enzymes that are going to gently create that cell turnover
as
well.
Like I'm getting a spa
this is like a
right
treatment.
Now when you say the papaya and the. By the way, Look at the size. I mean, I remember when we first started selling the Method, not all of the products were even the full size that we see here. This is super size. I have never picked up. Jen, my producer, if you are a fan, and I know you are, of the polish, you need to be getting this, okay? Because this is amazing. This is a 6-month supply. You don't need a lot to go around. And it's for all skin types. It's for all ages. Then after you polish, then you cleanse. So it's a little different than you might normally think.
That's right. So you've polished, you've removed all of the dead skin, and people often don't think about the cleanse as a really important step, but it is. If you're not cleansing, that means that your skin is not ready to be treated. So this is beautiful, silky amino acids. I'm going to exaggerate a little bit here, and yeah, you can see it on your hand. Perfect.
Pearly. It's like literally pearly.
It's like satin, so it's going to be so nourishing for your skin, and it's actually going to balance your skin out. So this is not the type of cleanser that's going to make you feel tight or stripped or unbalanced.
Daniela, 1,000 left. I only say this because guess when we had the supersized trio? And often it's weird. We have different sizes in our trios because it's so hard to get. I mean, probably if you went to see Dr. Lancer, he doesn't even have this. We're the ones that have it. And let's jump into the last step. And this is how quick it is. And that's going to be Nourish.
Nourish is the third and final step of the method. And this has got to be my favorite moisturizer of all time. So if you want that everyday, lightweight, anti-aging moisturizer, then this is gonna be it. It's going to be like a little cloud, a little blanket of heaven here. So you can see it's not too thick. It's going to settle beautifully into the skin as you work it in. And we're giving you amazing hydrators. So you get hyaluronic acid, you get avocado oil, you get shea butter. And Dr. Lancer named this the Nourish cream because that's exactly what it's gonna do. It's going to nourish your skin back. And
3 steps.
Yeah, 3 steps.
I've told Daniela I'm lazy when it comes to skincare. I can admit it. I want to be in, I want to be out, I want to be fast. And I learned years ago that like every change of season, give your skin something new. So this is step 1, and that's the wonderful polish.
Yes, step 1. So you can see that those quartz crystals are going to work on top of your skin to literally move that dead skin away, revealing that fresh, youthful, plump, dewy skin. It's going to visibly
Daniela,
brighten
I'm sorry.
the pores.
Fewer than 900. I'm only saying this because we haven't had it on in a year and a half.
Yeah, it's going fast.
We fewer than 900. Now step 2.
Step 2. So you've polished. Now you need to cleanse. Remember, we need to get rid of dirt, oil, sweat. Also, if you wear makeup, this is gentle, so you can use it all over the face, including the eye area. And now the skin is really ready to be treated. So if you're using your treatments and serums, you apply that next. But if not, you just go ahead and lock everything in with your Nourish, lock in that hydration, watch the fine lines start to soften over time. And here go those results. So remember, this is just literally washing and exfoliating your face and putting on your moisturizer. There's no treatments here.
Great summer weight moisturizer too. Obviously for year-round, but one time I was in France learning from a famed, amazing gentleman in the world of skincare. His name was Alain Cayette, and he said, change your skincare with change of seasons.
Yes.
So if you're wondering, why do I look at the before? And she has skin that has seen a lot of smiles and tears.
Yes.
Look at the after simply by using 3 products. And quickly, do we do this morning and night?
Yes, so you're going to polish once a day, morning or night, whichever you prefer. Your cleanser's going to be,
girl,
yeah, I like the morning
Jen,
too.
morning or night for cleanse? I don't know why I'm yelling. She can hear me. Morning or, I mean, I have a microphone on. I don't know why I'm shouting. Because even if I shouted, she couldn't hear me. So you polish both times? Yeah, in the morning.
In the morning, yeah.
Yeah, she's a morning polish girl.
Me too. I find it easy. And you can also mix them if you want. You can put your polish and your cleanse together if you're even in a more rush. But I mean, this is quick, 3 easy steps. The pores are going to get, tighter. They're going to look smoother. This is going to help with congestion, uneven texture, uneven tone. And then these are the results, Jane. So this is what we love because we always want to prove what we're saying. So skin hydration improved in our instrumental test 115% after immediately applying. And then firmness is improved 62.8% after 4 weeks. And at that 4-week mark, the participants saw the improvement in the texture, the fine lines, the pores I was talking about,
By the way,
wrinkles.
Pores get worse as you get older, so start tackling them now. Here's our Alicia. And remember, Alicia is using 3 pieces in a super size that we haven't seen on the air since October of 2023.
Yes,
Wasn't
I love
even
it.
Halloween 2023, and we had this on the air and it sold out, and we just got it back in stock, but we put it at a lower price. We were at $205 then. We're at under $160. So Alicia is cleansing, but you're saving because this is $430 if purchased separately. Unfortunately, you couldn't even purchase it up till today because it was gone, sold out. $270 back in your pocket. That means if you get a second one, because shelf stable for several years, so you have a year of the method for what they call that Lancer Glow, that on Easy Pay is only going to be like $64, and then you per month, and then you spend nothing on your skincare for the rest of the year. We have fewer than 800 to go around.
And I love this. It's 3 quick, easy steps, Jane, and it literally is going to refresh and renew the skin. And a lot of people don't know this. Dr. Lancer was actually burned as a little boy,
Yes.
and he talks about how he got fascinated with skincare and its ability to renew and heal itself, because he himself, with the burns, you know, his parents had to take him to the doctor and whatnot. But that is what he sought out to do when he created the method. He knows that skin can repair and renew itself. And listen, we all get damaged. We spend sometimes too much in the sun, or just the natural aging process occurs. But these 3 easy steps are going to do exactly that. They're going to help repair your skin. They're going to help that cell turnover process that slows down naturally as we age. And we're going to condition it back to its healthy state and then nourish it back to its optimal health.
But look how much you're getting.
Yes.
I mean, I forget
These are
which one it
jumbo.
was. I think it was like the Nourish was always like a smaller size.
This is the 1.7.
Yeah.
This is 3.4.
Yeah.
So it's double.
Well, you're doubling it and you're paying a lot less. I mean, that makes no sense. But even just to talk about the value of what you're getting,
the size
this is
difference
$430 if purchased separately. I don't want to be confusing. This is what you're getting, 1, 2, 3. So the polish, the cleanse, and then the Nourish. That's $270 back in your pocket. But here's what's happening. Here's what's left. And we're not on auto delivery. So we have 750 remaining, and we haven't seen it on the air in a long time. And I just want to talk about Dad's Day. Because, you know, I think that we
that's a
gloss,
good one.
I've tried behind the scenes to get more models of, you know, all walks of life, no matter how you identify, because we all have skin.
Yes.
And I think that skincare can be really intimidating and really scary. And what's nice about this as a Dad's Day moment, a Grad's Day moment, a refresh your skin for summertime moment is it's 3 easy steps. 3 in the morning and 2 at night, because you're only going to do the polish once a day. Can you add other in? Sure. And can you add this in to whatever skincare regimen you love? Absolutely. A lot of people do that. But if you were lucky enough to go to see Dr. Lancer in Beverly Hills, he would start you on the method. You wouldn't get 17 products. You wouldn't get invasive procedures. You would just get this. So he's giving this to you today, and then we're giving it to you in a super size at a $270 savings. This is getting limited, and we're getting busy. So let's see a couple more before and afters.
And I love that you said, you know, love to the fathers out there and everybody, because this is something my husband uses as well. My teenage son, who's now going through, you know, his congestion and some breakouts. He's using
everybody
it.
in America just said, that woman, Daniela, does not have a teenage son. You have the most perfect, gorgeous
He's almost
skin.
15.
Is he almost
15?
Yeah,
and my daughter's almost 12, and so she's preteen. She's also using this. So it's really wonderful. We're all using the Lancer method. And like you said, Jane, this is exactly what Dr. Lancer puts you on. 30 days of the method, your skin is going to change. You're going to look in the mirror and think that the things that you needed, you actually no longer do.
Right.
So it's great.
I was just thinking, as a licensed esthetician, as a leader in the beauty industry, as you are. So your mom is a licensed esthetician, a beauty expert, and has spent years in the beauty industry, and she gives you the method. Like, you could give your kids anything. Honestly, you could,
Yeah,
right?
it's true.
But, and you know, it's funny, we're watching, and fewer than 700, so we'll keep an eye on this throughout the show. I was just watching a baking championship with my daughter, and 2 of the people had kids, and the kids said, "Hi, Mom," and those women were just sobbing and sobbing. I'm like, that's what our kids do to